and especially to our grade 12 learners. I am Mrs. Cindyrella M. Danga, a senior high school teacher at Caduangtete National High School. I am glad to present to you today the Module 3 of Grade 12 Career Guidance Program entitled Reaffirming the Chosen Track. At the end of this module, the students are expected to: number 1, determine the different sources of information relevant to their curriculum exits. Number 2, evaluate the different sources of information relevant to their prepared curriculum exit. Number 3, match the knowledge and skills to the job market demands and possible curriculum exits. And last, value the importance of a chosen track and strand. And now, I want you to listen and watch the video entitled Finding a Job from Department of Labor and Employment.
Hiring for a job? Wait, let me check the requirements that I have here. Resume. Check. Birth certificate, diploma, and transcript of records. Check. NBI and police clearance. Check. Training certificates. Check. Nice. Looks like I'm really ready for this one.
Hey! Jerome. You look so sharp today. Where are you going?
Hey, Coney. I'm going to Makati. I have a scheduled interview on the company I applied at.
So that explains it. Wait, have you prepared yourself well for that interview?
Of course. This is my dream job, so I have prepared a lot for this.
Oh really? Do you mind telling me what kind of preparation did you do to make an impression and get your dream job?
Well, it's simple. I just followed some tips from a very reliable source. I'll enumerate them to you. What to do before a job interview. Know the company. Find time to research about the company, the industry and the position being applied for. Groom to impress the interviewer. Dress professionally and conservatively. Wear clean and neatly pressed clothes. Sport a well-groomed hairstyle. Have clean and trimmed fingernails. Wear clean and polished shoes. What to do during a job interview. Be punctual. Come at least 15 minutes before the interview. Be polite. Smile and politely greet all company personnel. Carry extra copies of your resume. Answer competently and professionally. Reply to questions should be KISS. Keep it short and simple. Avoid telling jokes, using street language, and deviating from the topic of conversation. It is all right to ask and clarify if you did not understand the question. Avoid eating, chewing a gum and using cellular phones. Prepare for salary negotiation, if given the option. If the salary is negotiable and you are asked for a desired salary or benefits, you may give your preference, which may be based on your research. Say thank you after the interview.
Wow! You really are ready. I'd say I'm really impressed. You really know everything.
Thank you. I owe this to the Department of Labor and Employment. They are the one who provide me with this. This is the employment guide for students and job seekers. I downloaded one from their website. There are many useful information here regarding work, even for your own business.
That sounds really great. I didn't know that they have those kind of services. How do I get a copy of that guide?
Just log on to www.dole.gov.ph and download the file from the link there. Oh, the bus is here. I have to go. Wait, don't forget my sister's blowout later. You should come.
Sure. I will. Good luck on your interview.
Thanks. See you later.
I think I have to go home and check the employment guide. Jerome said that there's information on having your own business. It will help me with my plan.
For more details, visit www.ble.dole.gov.ph. Brought to you by Department of Labor and Employment. More than jobs. It's decent jobs.
After watching the video about finding a job, now you are going to answer 3 questions. The first question is, what does the video tell about? The second one, what does it say about acquiring information before making a decision? And the last question is, do you think this is all important and why? After watching the video about finding a job, I know you realized that information is essential in every decision making. Information is usually gathered from various sources to give a better picture of what we want to know and on what basis we are making such a decision. This Module 3 of Career Guidance Program presents several sources of information about career choices that could influence or modify the decisions we make for our future. And now, I am presenting to you the different sources of career information. First is the School's Guidance Office. The School's Guidance Office is managed primarily by a registered guidance counselor, as mandated by the Republic Act 9258. A RGC implements a career guidance program which provides the following services. Number 1, career counseling to both individuals and groups. Second, administration and interpretation of career tests. Third, referral, placement and research. And last one is information and orientation services. In the absence of an RGC, a career guidance advocate may lead the implementation of a career guidance advocacy program in our school. An advocate facilitates the information dissemination of career-related materials such as labor market information and coordinates with local government units. Career guidance information is generally available in the guidance offices. Next one is the Department of Education. The Department of Education, or DepEd, is a government agency that formulates, implements, coordinates policies, programs, and projects in the areas of formal and non-formal basic education. It also supervises all elementary and secondary education institutions, including our Alternative Learning System, or ALS. The department, through its partnerships with industries and private entities, may provide the needed labor market information in coordination with the Department of Labor and Employment, or DOLE. The website of the Department of Education is www.deped.gov.ph. Next is Department of Labor and Employment. Department of Labor and Employment, or DOLE, is a national government agency that envisions that every Filipino worker attains full, decent, and productive employment. It formulates policies and implements labor laws and labor-related legislations in order to promote gainful employment opportunities, develop human resources, protect workers, and promote their welfare, and maintain industrial peace. Its website is www.dole.gov.ph. DOLE has different bureaus addressing specific concerns on labor. They include the Bureau of Local Employment, Labor Relations, Workers with Special Concerns Working Conditions, International Labor Affairs, Regional Offices, and the Philippine Overseas Labor Offices. Bureau of Local Employment. The BLE develops policies, researches, labor market analysis, strategies, programs, projects, operating guidelines and standards, and provides advisory related to local employment and administration. BLE programs and projects are Project Jobs Fits, Labor Market Information, and Field Job Net. Its website is www.ble.dole.gov.ph. Under BLE is Project Jobs Fit. The DOLE 2020 vision or Project Jobs Fit was based on researches, information gathering, and networking with key stakeholders. It is the forerunner of DOLE's Priority Deliverable Projects for 2009. It was carried out as part of the DOLE's firm resolve to adopt coherent and innovative strategies to carry out its mandate in providing efficient employment facilitation services and respond to the prevailing skill and job mismatch underlying the unemployment and underemployment problems in our country. Next, under BLE is the labor market information. The Project Jobs Fit resulted to the formulation of the Labor Market Information or the LMI, which provides timely, relevant, and accurate signals on the current labor market, such as in-demand jobs and skills shortages. In developing the LMI, the DOLE engages its key stakeholders, industry, academe, and labor employers group to gather labor market signals. Third one is the Field Job Net. Field Job Net is an automated job and applicant matching system which aims to fast-track job seekers' search for jobs and employers' search for human resource. Its website is www.fieldjob.net. And we have Bureau of Labor Relations. The Bureau of Labor Relations or BLR develops policies, programs, projects, operating guidelines and standards, and provides advisory related to the administration and enforcement of laws pertaining to labor management relations, including workers' organization, registration and development, and resolving appealed intra- and inter-union disputes. Another one is Bureau of Workers with Special Concerns. The Bureau of Workers with Special Concerns or BWSC focuses on the protection of workers, self-employed workers, informal and rural workers, women workers, young workers, working children, differently abled, the older and elderly workers, and workers in the personal service of another. Another is Bureau of Working Conditions. The Bureau of Working Conditions, or the BWC, focuses on the administration and enforcement of laws relating to labor standards. The International Labor Affairs Bureau. The International Labor Affairs Bureau, or ILAB, develops policies, plans programs, projects, guidelines or procedures, and standards relative to international labor and employment concerns. It also monitors the country's observance and implementation of all obligations, courtesies, and facilities required by international labor affairs, associations, and institutions. Another one is regional offices. The regional offices and field offices are the operating arms for directly implementing the plans and programs developed by the bureaus and administering laws. Each regional offices has a mediation, arbitration, and legal service unit, an internal management services division, technical services, and support division, and field offices. Next is Philippine Overseas Labor Offices. It acts as the operating arms of DOLE in the respective geographical areas for the administration and enforcement of duly adopted policies and programs of the Department of International Labor Affairs. The DOLE has the following overseas offices. We have Middle Eastern Affairs Division, American and European Affairs Division, Asian and Pacific Affairs Division, and the International Relations and Cooperation Division. Another one is Employees Compensation Commission, or ECC. It focuses on the occupational safety and health in the areas of prevention, compensation, and rehabilitation. Next is National Conciliation and Mediation Board. The NCMB formulates, develops, and implements policies, programs, projects, standards, procedures, manuals of operations, and guidelines for the effective conciliation and mediation of labor disputes, and promotes workplace relations enhancement schemes, grievance handling, voluntary arbitration, and other voluntary modes of dispute prevention and settlement. Another is Overseas Workers Welfare Administration. The OWA focuses on the administration of the welfare fund for overseas workers to be used for social and welfare services, including insurance, coverage, legal assistance, placement assistance, and remittance services. The Philippine Overseas Employment Administration. It promotes and develops overseas employment program, protects the rights of migrant workers, and regulates private sector participation, recruitment, and overseas placement. The National Labor Relations Commission. It is a quasi-judicial body tasked to promote and maintain industrial peace by resolving labor and management disputes involving both local and overseas workers through compulsory arbitration and alternative modes of dispute resolution. Next is National Wages and Productivity Commission. It acts as the national consultative and advisory body on matters relating wages, incomes, and productivity. It also reviews regional wage levels set by the regional tripartite wages and productivity boards. Professional Regulation Commission or PRC. The PRC regulates and supervises the practice of the professionals who constitute the highly skilled manpower of the country. Its website is www.prc.gov.ph. Next is Technical Education and Skills Development Authority or TESDA. It manages and supervises technical education and skills development in the country. It is the leading partner in the development of the Filipino workforce with world-class competence and positive work values. There are 4 training modalities under Technical Education and Skills Development Authority or TESDA. It can be school-based, center-based, enterprise-based, and community-based. Its website is www.tesda.gov.ph. Now we have Civil Service Commission under the Local Government Unit. It acts as the national consultative and advisory body on matters relating wages, incomes, and productivity. The CSC is the human resource department of the government that promotes morale, efficiency, integrity, responsiveness, progressiveness, and courtesy in the civil service. Its website is www.csc.gov.ph. And now we have Public Employment Service Office under Local Government Unit level. The Public Employment Service Office or PESO is a non-fee charging multi-employment service facility established through Republic Act No. 8759, otherwise known as the PESO Act of 1999. They carry out full employment and equality of employment opportunities for all, and for this purpose, to strengthen and expand the existing employment facilitation service machinery of the government, particularly at the local levels. And next is the Commission on Higher Education under Higher Education. CHED is the agency that focuses on the Philippine higher education system to build the country's human capital towards the development of a Filipino nation as a responsible member of the international community. Its website is www.ched.gov.ph. The Department of Trade and Industry under Business and Enterprise. DTI is tasked to foster a competitive and innovative industry and services sector that contributes to job generation and inclusive growth, and to advance the rights and responsibilities of its consumers. Its website is www.dti.gov.ph. And now it's time for you to answer the guide questions. The first question is, did the information help you in setting your curriculum exit? How? Number 2, what skills are needed to pursue your curriculum exit? Do you already have these skills? And the last question, what do you intend to do with the skills you already possess for the goal you will pursue? Get ready now for your reflection. For this activity, you're going to answer 4 questions. The first question is, do the information about your curriculum exit fit with your current abilities or skills? Number 2, Do you think you already have enough information? Why do you say so? Number 3, how will you plan out your prepared curriculum exit? And number 4, what are your realizations about the activity? How will you apply this in planning out your career? After writing all your answers about the questions on the reflection, you are now going to answer evaluation. Evaluation is about my career information sheet. So there are 3 career information worksheets. The first one is under college or university. So what you need to do is to answer the question written on the first column. So example here, for the college and university, the first question is, what is my preferred course or profession? His or her answer is teacher. Then the second question, what is specialization? So for the course profession teacher, his or her specialization is secondary teacher. Then the third question, what information do I need for the school or work? His or her answer is school offering. Then the fourth question, what are the sources of information? And his or her sources of information is school website. Then, what skills are needed for the job? And he or she answered communication skills. And the next question, is the LMI or the labor market information projection favorable to my preferred curriculum exit? It is answerable by yes or no. And the last question is, what are the sources of information? This is an example of career information worksheet under work. And now, this is an example of my career information worksheet under business. And that's all for the Module 3 of Career Guidance Program of Grade 12 learners. If you have any question about this module, please leave a message to the comment section below. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.